You guys have a lot of stuff that you can do. I know that you had asked Megara if there was anyone who could help you find out if there was anything interesting, or is to find out about the spirit that has been following you. But other than that, I don't know if you guys had anything planned.
What? Okay, so my condition is okay, like I'm stable, but what is Loke's condition after that? Because he was about to get consumed.
He's fine. Loki is fine. You're fine. Everybody is fine.
He's fine.
Okay, well that's why I just want to be sure that Loke's not like half dead, because I can kind of depict on what we do next.
No, and you guys also leveled up, so you guys are back up to your full health and everything. So there's no need for long rests or anything of that sort. And you guys are still in Hexwood Hollow.
So let me, sorry, refreshing my page real quick. Okay, cool. So healed up. Shit. Sorry, knocked over some stuff. Anyway, so we're the next day.
Yeah, you guys are. Yes. My answer is yes. Sit up.
And so are we in like in the middle of the middle of the like the town square, I guess you want to call it that.
There's an inn that you would have stayed in of some sort, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. And are we looking around? So, should we go find to see who this guy was, who knew about the creature that's been haunting you?
Kind of seem a little preoccupied, perhaps. Just as much as I want to, I'm a little preoccupied.
With what exactly?
Kind of shakes his head. Just the disappearance of Demir is weighing heavily on my conscience.
That's fair to say. Do you have any idea what happened to him or what could have taken place?
Velroz, as you ask Loke this question, Loke, you get a spike of pain in your head as your vision sort of cuts to you soaring through the sky at high velocity. And as soon as that vision begins, it kind of fades away, and you see Velroz in front of you again.
What the hell was in that breakfast?
Who slipped me something in my drink? Oh, he just kind of shakes his head. Just, not sure, but I intend to find out.
Well, I'll definitely help you, but where do we start?
His expression turns a little grim. Just, if what I fear has happened, I don't think I would feel right dragging you in on this.
Well, we are a team, so I'm definitely willing to help. You just need to tell me what needs to be done.
I definitely appreciate that. Perhaps when I find out more, I'll fill you in.
That sounds fine. The only thing I need to know for right now is where do we start or where do we go?
Roll a perception check for me, Velroz.
Let's go. Even though my wisdom's not up there yet, but let's go. That would be a total shit.
You don't actually need to look around your room.
No, it's just
I'm fucking with you.
that was a 13, so it's a crap roll.
Velroz, you see a raven sort of sitting in the window, kind of like pecking on it, trying to get your attention. And attached to this raven is a leather scroll holding saddle type deal. You know, you've seen it in the movies and everything. And it sits there looking at you, doing that cute thing that ravens do.
I'll go ahead and go over and check it out. Take it off. I guess read it.
You approach the raven, and it turns its tail to you, giving you access to the saddle. And you open it, and you find a letter. And written on this letter, "Return to Gloomhaven at your soonest convenience, Velroz. Loke. Some stuff has come up, and we need you back here. Signed, Goldrin."
Right. Let's go.
Well, boy, we got our next destination.
I'll go ahead and obviously show Loke. Show Loke the message. Well, Loke, it looks like we need to return to Gloomhaven according to this.
Very well. Let's see whatever they have in store for us.
Well, do you think we should collect our bounty here?
Of course. Damn near died helping this village. We may as well get paid.
Uh, should I make a perception check or like insight to know who took over? Like who's leading the town now? Is it our friend the hag? Call her that. Because I can't remember her name. Worth a damn.
Her name is Megara.
Megara. Gotcha. So is she running the place now?
That hasn't been said.
Okay. Because basically, no one's in charge now, so no one's really gonna pay us.
That's
Yeah,
not
'cause I'm like-
necessarily true.
It wasn't really clear as to like who we're collecting our bounty from.
Yeah, that's mainly what I was getting at.
Well, you were supposed to be getting it from Virgil, obviously.
Right.
Virgil doesn't
Right. That's what I'm
exist.
saying.
So
Yeah. So that's why I'm just curious.
I think it would, but I would definitely say you could probably assume that Megara would definitely be giving you some sort of reward for your efforts.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so we'd have
we don't have to collect our. Oh wait, she already gave it to us, or we got to go
You would be collecting it.
find her? Okay, so we'll go find her then.
You actually look towards the entrance of town and you see Megara kind of tending to 3 horses, getting them ready for a ride.
Let's go, boys. I'll go ahead and as I'm approaching her, kind of not show her what's on the letter, but I hold it up and just kind of tell her, well, we need to return to Gloomhaven. We got this message and we got to go.
She kind of looks at you expectantly and chimes in, yes, I'm actually going to go back with you to Gloomhaven.
What?
Yeah, Loke kind of raises an eyebrow. So who will be in charge here?
Yes, I'm going back with you. Working with you guys has actually, well, it's opened my eyes a little bit, and I have some unfinished business back in Gloomhaven. So, I'm going back.
What kind of unfinished business is this?
Well, I had mentioned that I used to work for the Baron in Gloomhaven, and I left because they were doing some unorthodox things. But it's time to resolve that little puzzle of mine.
Fair enough. Well, we have our own business to attend to, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to help you. But if we can, we will. Is the gold on the horses, I'm guessing? Like just ready to go for us type thing?
She's oh, and I forgot. And she just kind of reaches into her own bag. This was collected from the townspeople, so here you go. And she tosses you guys your brown sacks of gold.
Let's go.
And
How
inside
much?
you find 200 gold pieces each.
Money.
I know it's not too much, but this is more of a thank you. I believe your group will be paying you the rest, or an actual sum. This is just what was able to be gathered.
That's fine. It's much appreciated, of course. Anything we can do to help.
Loke tucks it into his bag and just, thank you.
Look, you have that spike of pain run through your head again, and you're flying in the sky again, soaring through these clouds. And below you, you see Gloomhaven, and then you are back where you were.
Okay. It's not weird at all.
How's it true?
I'm assuming he kind of is visibly annoyed, but tries to stifle it.
It's painful enough to where it would cause some sort of. It's not going to do damage to you, but it would definitely be obvious that you are disgruntled.
So it's enough so that we can tell, as in me and Megara, we can tell that he's in pain. Is it Megara? Did I mess that up again?
Megara. You can always
Megara.
write these down. I'll type it in.
No, I need to, and I'm doing that right now. God, dude, I am so horrible with names. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so it's enough so that we can see that he's in pain, or rather, like something's off.
Yeah, she just kind of gives it a weird glance, but she doesn't really know Loke enough to know if this is normal or not.
I'll kind of raise an eyebrow and Loke, is there something off or something wrong?
He just kind of looks off. Just something is messing with my head. I know little about it, but giving me visions of it was Gloomhaven, right?
You were.
Or-
It was like you were soaring over Gloomhaven. Yeah.
Yeah, just like a bird's eye view of Gloomhaven. Don't know what it means, but it's frustrating.
And during this vision, did you see the creature from before?
No, just the town.
So something different. This is very troubling with the visions that you've been having. We need to get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
I agree.
Well, should we be going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Megara kind of gives Hexwood Hollow one last look and gets up on her horse and starts riding off, or slowly walking off from town.
Yeah, we don't have horses, so we'll just walk alongside her, I guess.
Literally said that
No,
she
no,
had 3 horses, but okay.
Oh, I must have brain farted on that. Like, I wasn't paying attention.
I was gonna say, I was like, no, there's definitely enough there. It's okay.
Okay. So we'll follow suit and get on a horse. As awkward as it is, he's not entirely used to riding on horseback, but I'm assuming he can still
Yeah, you would have
ride
had
well
training.
enough.
You would have had training, definitely some horseback training in the just while you were training with the pursuit before your graduation. Yeah, so you guys have on horseback about a half day's ride to Gloomhaven. You guys can talk about whatever you want. This is something that I had talked to Luke about that I don't remember if you were there for was as much RP as you guys can do. Let's do that. Like as much in character stuff.
Right.
So
yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're having I guess like questions and stuff and it's pertaining to a NPC that you're talking to, ask them type deal. Just as much as possible.
Wait, I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time?
So like if you're instead of asking me directly stuff.
Oh, okay. I got
Ask either the NPC or just like if you feel like someone's lying, rather than asking if you can do an insight check, just be like, I'm gonna do an insight check on that. Just to
okay. So
kind of
take a
keep
I
things
get
a
you.
little smoother, stuff like that, yeah. But if there's
Okay.
obviously roles that I need you to do, then that's when I'll ask.
That sounds good. You said half a day's ride.
Well, like 4 hours, 4 hours on horseback.
Okay.
Half a day, half of like a work day.
And along this path, we would pass the bed and breakfast, basically, that we stayed at.
You would pass that area again, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you have anything planned for that, but I was gonna talk about that like when we pass it type thing.
Certainly talk about it. It's closer to where you are than your destination, so you would pass that
Okay.
before you even got to the halfway point.
Gotcha. I'll go ahead and talk with Loke here. So Loke, do you have any idea or any more thoughts on what happened at that bed and breakfast that we stayed at on the way to Hexwood?
Haven't given it much thought. We were so absorbed with fighting that hag, I'd almost forgotten about it.
It's still something that makes me wonder what is going on. Seems like we've had a lot of mysterious things happening lately. Very many answers to follow.
Hopefully, after we deal with whatever business they want of us, we can probably come back around here, figure out what's going on. I know I would definitely enjoy helping those spirits get put to rest.
I agree with you. It
Look,
definitely is.
go ahead, Brian.
I definitely agree with you. Something doesn't seem right, and I would feel a lot better being able to put them to rest. They were very nice people, at least to us, so we owe them that. But we'll see what we can do for them.
As you guys are riding, look, you get that flash of pain in your mind again. This time, it makes you topple off of your horse, and you roll across the ground.
Fun.
And
Let's go, boys.
this time you see the three of you riding on your horses as your vision gets closer and closer to you, as if you're swooping out of the sky. Velraz, what you see is a large shadow descend upon you guys. And go ahead and roll. No, you don't need to roll anything.
Please stay initiative. Please stay initiative.
You, as you look up, you see a very large wingspan as a black dragon descends upon you.
What?
Lands in front of the three of you.
Oh, okay.
So let me get this straight. It's us three. Loke's unconscious, off of his horse, and now we have to take on a black dragon. Okay, all right.
And
just no. It's okay. Just another day.
As it lands, swirling black shadows start to envelop the three of you, and
Jesus.
Velraz, you are knocked unconscious, and so is Megara.
Oh,
and Velraz, I need you to mute your microphone now.
Like, deafen?
Yeah.
Okay, deafen. Message when done.
I will. Loke, you wake up and you are on a mountain vista, and your body is sore, and from behind you you hear a voice very similar to yours. I'm gonna give Loke's voice a shot.
My visions have shown me you, and they have betrayed you. Look, this world is coming to an end, and when it does, only one of us can be around.
Do I have my weapons or anything with me?
Everything's sort of neatly set beside this Loke.
Okay, so even my armor's gone?
You would still have your armor equipped.
Okay, so like my
my
sword is over it by him, basically.
Yeah.
So he's, fists clenched and who are you?
Isn't it obvious? I'm you.
This could be a trick. I won't fall for it.
Think about it, and think about yourself. Do you like to trick people, or are you more upfront with everything?
If you indeed are me, then you would give me my weapon and give me a chance to face you in battle and fall as a true warrior.
In time. But for now, listen to what I have to say, Loke.
I don't know how you do his voice. That hurts my fucking throat, even trying. So he's just gonna be this musty version.
Okay, yeah, it's perfectly fine.
You've been wondering what happened to Demir, right?
If you know something, tell me now.
The monk you've been traveling with, or rather him, from the other side, he took him from us. He took our beloved. Visibly
getting more angry. So how do I get him back?
You can't. He's dead. And he's never coming back. Look, when I say that only one of us can be around, when the worlds finally come back in their proper place, I know that you've been taught that the veil is keeping you, or rather your part of the world, away from another. But It is keeping you apart from our true reality.
And he kind of looks up to the sky with a guise of nostalgia.
When he destroyed our world, he tore its fabrics apart, creating a mirrored image of what once was. And somehow, those two are still connected by a timeline line. And one day that thread will snap. And when it does, the two worlds will collide again. And when it does, most in each world will cease to exist in one way or another. Whether it be him from this plane of existence or that plane of existence. And some may even combine, becoming two entities in one casket. But with you dead, I will be the one who lives on.
Bold words from an imposter. If what you say is true, then I will have your head, and Demir will return to my arms.
Demir is dead!
I refuse to believe that.
Vel'Raz, the reason he disappeared that day, demons can be summoned and exorcised. And that's exactly what he did. Demir will never be on this plane again.
I don't believe that. But it seems that I will have to cut through you and find this other false Vel'Raz and beat the answers out of him.
I don't have time.
I do not care what you have time for. All you have time for is to die by my hand.
He kicks over your sword and assumes the form of the black dragon.
Do your worst.
And
Oh.
as you... Oh,
Oh.
go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, oh baby.
As you charge at him with your sword, you get a very good amount of slashes in and cuts, and
Fighting alongside the shadow clone, just like, ugh.
you and your shadow are moving along this vista, along this battlefield, and it's almost as if he's just toying with you, waiting for you to tire yourself out. And eventually he pins you down with his large claw, and he swipes your shadow clone with his tail.
This will be mercy.
And he rears his head back, and a Disney villain green light starts coming through his his throat as he breathes this green volatile fire on you, and burns
Everything.
Loke to non-existence.
To non-existence, like just get disintegrated, gone.
And
Well, all right.
he flies back down to where your teammates were left unconscious. He dons your sword. Because it's a magic sword, it doesn't get destroyed. He dons as much of a look as he can to appear as you, and he flies back down to them and resumes his human form.
It's time to claim what's mine.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in to another episode of 20-Sided Disappointments. Hope you're enjoying the story so far. Yeah, we had to say goodbye to Loke today. We will be continuing, and Luke will get his new character introduced likely in the next episode. So yeah, thank you for watching. Please give a like if you enjoyed this episode. leave comments and whatnot, just letting us know what you think of the show so far. Any sort of critique is always great for us, so thank you. And we'll be seeing you on the next episode of 20 Second Disappointments.